Good evening, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. Now, it's really late, like 4 in the morning, so this is why I look terrible, but you don't have to worry about that. Still sex symbol Solace, underneath all this crust. But in any event, knowledge must be taught. So today I want to do this video called How to Kill a Spirit. And it's a deep thing. Now, I know most of y'all are going to say you can't kill a spirit because a spirit is energy. And an energy doesn't die. And it's a deep thing because we're going to talk about it. Now, before I get into this video, I want to explain something to y'all right quick that has nothing to do with the video. But I don't want to waste the whole video on this, so I just want to knock this out right quick. It's very interesting. Now, I was explaining to y'all, if y'all follow me, that when you're dealing with the Neteru gods, Atum is the atom. And a lot of people couldn't grasp that. And I broke down the whole need in that sense. But I said the god Atum was the atom. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp, because if you go to Christianity, Adam is the same thing. See, you have to grasp. Adam is the first physical body on a first physical level of life. Now, scientists say that Adam is the first piece of physical matter. But this is only because of the size perspective. So you have to grasp. Scientists understand that atoms come together to create cells. So atoms come together to create a whole body. And cells come together to create the same thing, an organism, a whole body. Now, the cells are their own individuals, even though they come together, so to say, to create a whole body. And so it's the same with the atoms. The atoms are their own individual deities on a small level of life. And the smaller life comes together within the larger body. But my point is this: the atom is the first physical piece of anything. Adam is the first physical man. The god Atum is the first. Now, there's a lot of gods in it when you're dealing with Kemetic science and the Neteru, but Atum is the first. You got other first, but Atum is one of the first. And this is my point. The atom, Adam, Atum, these are all the same thing. And it gets even more deeper. You know what? I'm not going to even bother with this no more, because I see y'all don't want to grasp certain things. I was about to take y'all deep. But I waste my time when I go deep. I get a lot of views when I do stupid videos. So I'm going to just forget about that. Instead, I'm going to say this. In Kemetic science, you have Re and Ra. And it's a deep thing that people don't grasp, because Re and Ra is the same as sun, S-U-N, and sun, S-O-N. Same thing. So we got sun and sun, and they had Re and Ra. Now Ra is the sun, and Re would be a son. When I say a son, I mean someone's child, a son, a male child, or a grown-up, whatever, but a son. So Re and Ra is the equivalent of our sun and sun. See, a lot of the things we have them from them. So this is why our sun in sun is so closely related in spelling. You have S-U-N, S-O-N, pronounced the same, looks the same, and it's the same with Re and Ra. Now, some people believe that Re and Ra is the same thing. Not the same thing, but the same deity. All same God. And it's a deep thing. Because sun and sun, same thing too. But people don't grasp. It's a simple thing. It's like I said. The solar system is an atom. Or the solar being is an atom. So it's like I told y'all, when you look up above and you see the sun, that's an atom. That's just the electron you see, but it's an atom. And it's the same with a son, a male, or a woman, anybody. We're all atoms. So you have to grasp, you're an atom on your level of life. On your level of life, you're not called an atom. You're called an organism. And on a solar level of life, it's not called an atom. It's called the solar system. But it's an atom. As above, so below, no matter where you are. So it's a deep thing I have to grasp. An atom is the electron, which is the electrical charge, and the proton-neutron, which is the physical body, so to say. And because y'all like to argue over anything, so just to keep it plain and simple, the electron is the electrical charge that comes in contact with the proton-neutron. And then you get the physical body, which is the atom, or the complete body, which is the atom. So is the same with you. You were a sperm cell, which is the electrical charge, and you went into contact with the egg cell. And then you got the physical body. So it's the same thing happening on every level of life. We're just calling it different things. And this is why y'all are confused. It's a deep thing I need y'all to truly grasp. The electron came into contact with the proton-neutron or penetrated the proton-neutrons. I forgot what you called that. Aura. But not aura, that's not the word I wanted to use. But the electron penetrated the proton-neutron, and so is the same. The sperm cell penetrated the proton-neutron. Now we all know, well, if you went to science, you know planets are born, stars are born. They're born the same way. I don't know. It's a deep thing. People have a hard time grasping life is simple. Because life is the same thing, repeating over and over. Just on a larger... I don't get it. It's so cold-blooded. But it's the same thing. Ray, Ross, so if you went to comedic science, maybe that can help you to understand a little more. Because I'm telling y'all are completely off with the comedic science. Y'all don't understand that it's science. Every aspect of comedic science is science. The same science that we have today. The problem is they had more understanding of the science than us. So they had more levels to their science. We're simple. We're simple-minded. We have atoms, cells, organisms, solar systems, galaxies, universe. They could go beyond that. They could go in between. So it's a deep thing. Like, they understood the bodies in between the atoms and the cells. The bodies in between the cells and the organisms. Because it's levels in between those. But it's a deep thing. We haven't got to where they're at technologically. So you have to grasp. The people in ancient Kemetic times, they probably had electron scopes that could let them view inside the body as if they were the same size as the atom. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. When you're looking at something through a microscope, you're still larger than it. But grasp if you could look at a cell through a microscope. But when you're looking at it as if you're the same size. If I'm making sense? Like, if you could put a microscope or a electron scope into someone's body and get a visual of the innards of their body, but if you could get the electron scope to make the images or the viewing appear as if you're the size of the cell moving through. So they would have to make a camera, so to say, the size of an electron to get that effect. Now, we can't physically see electrons in cells. So this is my point. The ancient Kemetic people, they had the technology where they could look in the body and view it from the perspective of the small thing. So this is how they knew the inside of the body was the same as up above. This is how they knew that. Because when they viewed inside the body, from that level, meaning they viewed the body as if they were as small as the cell, then they could see how the woman's womb looks like the night sky and how the brain lights up. And it's a deep thing, but they were far more advanced. So this is why a lot of things are not connected. But as you can see, everything I break down, it correlates with life, science. So a lot of people say, you have any references for what you're saying? I just gave you a bunch of references. I just broke it down in science. That's a reference. I broke it down to you in real life. You see up above, so it's simple. You just have to grasp. Now, I guess I'll come back and I'll do the atom, and atom video so that y'all can, because that's deep. But I get aggravated doing these videos because I do these videos and then y'all act like it's just regular. Like, are y'all listening? It's a deep thing. Motherfucker said, young Pharaoh's your master teacher. Motherfucker, do you hear the shit that I say? Who would say some dumb shit like, not to say young Pharaoh ain't bright? I'm just saying. Don't nobody speak like me. If you could say anything, whether you feel I'm smart, dumb, whatever, don't nobody speak like me. Don't nobody think like me. So to say young Pharaoh's my master teacher, that just sounds completely he would have to laugh at that. Like, why the fuck would anybody say that? He don't even think like I think. It's a deep thing, man. Y'all gotta get out of this foolishness. But and excuse those curses. I don't know where that slipped out at. I've been under control lately with the curses, but you know, every now and then a few slips out. It's okay. Spirits in hell. Even if I don't curse, y'all will find something to judge. So it's a deep thing, but I want to go ahead and get into this video called How to Kill a Spirit. Now, I know most of y'all believe that spirits can't die because they're energy, and energy is infinite. Excuse me. And I want y'all to understand this. Energy can't die. If it's free energy. Grasp that. Energy can't die if it's free. But once you put energy into matter or darkness or a body, it will drain the energy from it. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. This is what I mean. How to kill a spirit. You have to put it in a body. Now, I know a lot of y'all ain't grasping. Y'all like, I don't understand. We all spirits and bodies. That's how you kill a spirit. Grasp. You can't shoot a spirit. You can't stab a spirit. You can't lock up a spirit. But if you put, when I say spirit, energy. If you put energy in a body, then you can kill it. And I'm not talking about killing the body, but once you put the energy into a physical thing, it'll die. It'll slowly die. Not the body, the spirit or the energy. Now, if you can grasp, you know a phone. A phone is a body. It's a physical cell phone body. Now, you know the energy or the battery, you put that into the phone. And what does the phone do to the energy? Kills it. It drains the battery of its energy. The phone didn't die. The energy died. Y'all have everything wrong. And it's because y'all don't realize y'all spirits in hell. What's hell? Death. Y'all keep getting lost. Y'all think hell is a place. No, it's death. How do you kill a spirit? Same way you kill a goddamn battery. Put it in a physical thing. Once energy is put into a body, it gets killed. And energy is supposed to be free. Grasp. Spirit's supposed to be free. Then they get trapped in bodies. And then they get drained of their morality, which is the energy. So it's a deep thing y'all got to grasp. Spirit get drained of itself. Now, a lot of y'all don't have morality. This is why y'all can't grasp. See, everything the body needs goes against the spirit's morality. When you eat, that is living life. So you're killing it. You say, I have to do this. But in all reality, this still goes against your morality, because taking something that's not yours is stealing. And on top of that, you're killing. So that's two bad things. So you have to grasp. Now, the body needs that, but there's a whole bunch of other things the body don't need, but it still takes from the life to enjoy. So this is my point. For you to live good physically, you have to completely obliterate your morality. For you to just sustain yourself, you have to completely obliterate your morality. This is why a lot of people say, man, Jesus died for our sins. But I ain't sinned yet. How he died for my sins? And I wasn't even born yet. Because as soon as you're born, you in hell. Nigga, that's how. See, when they wrote the Bible, they knew all of this. They like, yeah, they in hell. So when they writing the Jesus shit, they writing it according to that thought process. Y'all ain't reading it from that thought process. So y'all like, now I'm not saying Jesus is coming to save anybody or the religion is, I'm just giving you an example. Because I hear a lot of people say this. Man, Jesus died for our sins. But I wasn't even born yet. So how he died for my sins and I didn't even do them yet? That's how. Because anybody that's born here, they gonna eat. And that's the worst thing you could possibly do. Because you're stealing life. That's absurd. It's one thing to steal physical property, but you stealing people's spirit, they life force. You stealing it, adding it to yours so you can have more life. Y'all got this all wrong. Y'all think y'all can't die. Y'all think spirits don't die. Y'all don't understand. Spirits that been condemned to death are hell. They are going. That's what they was condemned there for, to die. So when y'all have this thought thing like, oh no, energy can die, yeah, it can. Till you put it in the body. Energy ain't supposed to be in physical bodies because energy ain't physical. Duh. Men ain't supposed to be in jail because I was about to say animals supposed to be in the zoo, but it's so sad. Forget that example. Life all fucked up. Animals ain't supposed to be in the zoo either. But it's deep. I just want y'all to understand, man. Energy can die. You see it happening all the time. So it's a simple thing. A man to tell you, energy can't die. Energy is infinite. We whatever, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Now, I just broke it down to you, and I just gave you a whole bunch of references so that you know what I'm saying correlates with real life. So now y'all can go ahead and make up anything y'all want after that. But just remember, there was your reference. You put a phone in the battery. You put a battery in a phone. The physical thing kills the energy. And this goes for anything. A television, anything. The energy within the thing eventually dies out. But the TV didn't die. So you got to grasp. Physical things drain energy. When you drain energy, this is killing it. This is obliterating it. Making it nothing. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. I know y'all like to think like, oh, I'm going to just put my faith in this thing or that thing. And that's cool. Because it really don't matter. Because most of y'all ain't going to grasp anyway. Like I said, when y'all die, you're just going to be with yourself in darkness. And you're going to have to answer to yourself. And you ain't going to have no answers because you don't know nothing. And it's a deep, cold-blooded thing. Because everybody don't ascend up. It's a deep thing. Men eat to stretch out the life longer than they supposed to have it. Grasp. And figured out a way to ascend up through the life and keep repeating it, but they like, fuck it. But everybody can't do that. So you gotta grasp. If you can't grasp what I'm saying, it's simple. All our existence is figuring out how to extend it. So every aspect of this existence and how it works is just the result of men not accepting, spirits not accepting their fate. So we ascend up through the lives, through all the different levels, but it doesn't matter because it's just us avoiding the facts. And this is why I say everybody don't ascend up. One sperm cell gets the egg, sometimes two, but one sperm cell gets the egg. And you know what happens to the rest? Microcells all over again, no conscious. Finito. It's a deep thing. It's a deep, cold-blooded thing. But I don't want to ruin y'all days because I know y'all ain't got what it takes. It's like I said. I don't want y'all to feel hopeless. Because what I'm explaining to y'all is not a hopeless thing. It's a choice thing. I don't know why people don't get this. You're in hell because you choose to be. Grasp that. Now I know you like, I didn't go to hell. Hell is death. You live how you live, meaning you choose death. Grasp that. Y'all choose to eat life. You could say, nah, fuck that. I ain't doing that. I got my morality. That life ain't mine. I gotta just accept whatever time I got. You indulge and take of the life. So you're putting yourself over that living thing. Y'all look at plants and different living beings as that's not the same. That's not. So y'all put yourselves over things. And this is what I mean by hell is a choice. You don't have to live the way you live. It's even more simpler than that. The existence we live in, we don't have to live the way we do. Grasp. We don't have to destroy and all this weird dumb stuff that we do. But you just look around yourself and then you can understand, okay, I understand why we in hell. Because we creating it physically, right before our eyes. We polluting the planet and just doing all type of crazy stuff. If you wasn't in Earth and you was looking down at Earth, you'd probably be like, what they doing down there? Burning shit? It's like a furnace. Just smoke coming up. It's just smoking. Cars is just blowing fumes out. Airplanes. You got to grasp how much pollution and damage we do. But spirits in hell don't realize that because they dead already. So it don't bother them. Their whole thing is how can we live longer? And this is all they care about. How can we live longer? So lost, don't realize they in death. Nah, we alive. Yeah, in death. So it's a deep thing y'all have to grasp. It's not a hopeless thing. It's just if you're hopeless. So a lot of y'all don't grasp what I say when I break this down, and y'all be like, that's stupid. And it's a deep thing. Because whether you believe what I'm saying is right or not, you're stupid because you still got to deal with reality. If I tell you tomorrow, I'll give you a perfect example. If you got convicted for a crime and tomorrow you got to turn yourself in, you can lie to yourself all you want. But the next day, you still going to have to deal with that day. Now, ain't nothing I'm breaking down do not make sense with life. That's what make it cold-blooded. I ain't breaking nothing down where it's like, oh, you got to wait till you die to see. I'm explaining this to you now so you can get it. You're dead already. You kill and eat death so you can sustain yourself. The worst thing you could do is that. And that's to us that's not even bad to us. That's like, nah. What he mean? So this is my point. Spirits in hell are in death. They're there for a reason. And it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else but themselves. You're a spirit in death or hell, all by your choice. Even if you feel like I didn't choose this, the way you live in this existence explains it all. It's just a matter of when are you going to realize that. And if you never want to, that explains why you're here in death. Because you don't want to deal with the truth. And even if you accept the truth, you don't change. So, we are hell. Well, y'all are hell. I'm just passing through. Like I always tell y'all. I'm just trudging by. And it's a deep thing. I know y'all can't grasp a lot of things I say. Y'all take it as a joke. It's like if I say I'm immortal. And I'm just passing through hell, trying to help y'all out. Y'all like, man, he talking pseudo. Mind you, y'all believe that there's immortal deities in this life. Y'all all believe this. Grasp that. If I ask everybody, do you believe there are divine beings in life that are immortal somewhere in this existence? 90% will say, yeah, I believe there's divine entities and things like that. So you have to grasp. Why can't I be one? And this is my point. Spirits in hell get jealous. They like, hell no. Why he got to be one? Why can't I be one? You can't be one because you dead. You were subjected to death. Because you were lost spirit in hell. Hell of the mind. You were created in your reality. That's why you here. Here. Go live in that void and do all the dumb shit you think about. That's how that happened. We could have made the void beautiful. No. See, if your conscious is hell, you're going to create that in reality. So if you're a negative person walking around in this life and your thoughts are evil and bad, you're going to do this physically. So a person don't have to wait to see what you do. Once they know your thoughts, they're going to remove you from them. Get away from me. I'm going to remove myself from you. So it's a simple thing. You look up above at nighttime, you see the void. You see the black, bottomless pit, the never-ending void, whatever you want to call it. You see it. Earth is in that void with everything else, and you're on Earth. So don't get lost and play dumb with yourself and say, oh, we not in there. What are you talking about? The night sky, that bottomless pit, that's all around everything. The Earth is in there too. Our sun is in there. The solar system is there. In that same void. Earth is a part of the solar system. So it's in there too. So you have to grasp. The space was gifted to lost-minded people. Here, take your own space and do your thing. And it's a deep thing. Because the life reproduces. We just kill each other. Now realizing we just killing ourselves, that's how cold-blooded it is. I can have kids, right? I got a son. He's 6. 20 years from now, he's going to have a son. His son, I don't want to say he's going to have a son, but let's say he have a son. His son going to have a son. Years will go by. Not years, but generations. My son's great-great-great-great-grandkids will kill my daughter's great-great-great-great-great-grandkids. Because they're going to view each other as strangers. Why? Because they ain't going to have no correlation to one another. Why? The same way you barely got any correlation to your third cousin. It's a deep thing. Your mother or father has sisters, and they have kids, and these are your cousins. But you don't know all your cousins, even though it's coming from that same close line. And that ain't even generations. That's just one generation, and you like, I don't know them motherfuckers. I smoke my cousin boots if he disrespect me. You said he my cousin. That's my mama nephew. I don't know him. So it's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. Imagine after generations. Man, we kill each other. And this is my point. The life reproduces. Everything we do to one another, meaning all living life, whatever it does to one another is just doing it to itself. It's a deep thing that I don't think y'all really want to grasp. Y'all don't want to be like, I'm in hell. Most people believe there's a hell. But when you start to talk about them being in it, they don't want to, they're like, nah, we didn't get to that part yet. So when we get into it, when you die, what are you talking about? When you die, it's over. People don't grasp. You can't, A person in jail don't even want to damn near admit they in jail. They get all comfortable in jail and forget they in jail. Y'all was born here, so y'all like, nah, this ain't hell. This ain't no fiery lake. Even though when stuff come into our atmosphere, it catch on fire. That don't mean nothing. Volcanoes spit up hot lava. Nah, but that don't mean nothing, Silas. Because it's cold in Antarctica. And it says many realms in hell. Freezing hell. Every nation, every nationality, every continent, every religious text, every ancient text, everything says hell. Like Rastak. If you're a Christian, it speaks of hell. If you're a Muslim, it speaks of hell. If you're into Judaism, it speaks of hell. If you're into Hinduism, it speaks of hell. Buddhism speaks of hell. Every nationality knows of hell. Every religion, every ancient text. I don't care which one you go to. They all had an understanding of a hell. They all understood this was it. But for some reason, in today's times, here's where the problem lies. Now, I say they all understood because they wrote it. If you go to Chinese hell, Dia, they got a bunch of hells. They explain the geography of the universe. In Buddhism, Hinduism, and we're in hell. We're right under the ocean, the cosmic ocean. Basically, the night sky you see up above, that's the ocean. That's the abyss. The bottomless pit, baby. But it's the ocean. And we're somewhere deep at the bottom is the south. And up at the top is the north. And the north is the good parts of hell. And the south is the horrible parts of hell. And we somewhere in the middle. And it's a deep thing because heaven is in the north. But it's still in hell. It's a deep thing. It's just like they break down when they explain in Yama. Heaven is in hell. That's why you get snatched out of it and go right back to samsara. It's a deep, simple thing. I don't think y'all can understand. I don't know. But just enjoy your time in hell, lovely demons. Lovely demons and jinns and evil spirits of death. Because that's what y'all all are. Not me, I'm just passing by. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all got to this point. And I still don't get it. I'm telling y'all, I did more stuff than all of y'all. I didn't get lost. I don't understand how y'all get lost. How you lose your morality where you don't know what's right or wrong no more. How you don't know that eating food is wrong? I know you gotta eat. I ain't saying you don't, but I'm saying how you don't know that's wrong. How y'all get to that point? We just eat casually and you like, when a person tells you, eating is, you really supposed to just accept your time. Like, you taking somebody else's life. How you confused on that and you like, what if he talk? I swear, sometimes I wonder what is wrong with their brains. Did they do something? Do they do something to people when they're born? Because the things y'all have a problem grasping, I don't understand how y'all don't grasp the stuff I say. It makes perfect sense. All the things y'all be sitting around confused on, I explain it and make perfect sense, and then y'all like, nah, I'd rather have the confusion. Shemaine Man Solace.